What is this new signature collection that we've launched, and what makes it so special? What is its qualities, and what products are available, and why just them? All this and more on today's episode of the Murdy Creative Co podcast. And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is the Signature Collection Deep Dive. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported the company so far. If you've got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's M-U-R-D-Y creative.co. Or you can check us out on all of our social medias. First and foremost, thank you to everyone who has been involved in the launch of this. It's been a little bit of a process. And why does the Signature Collection exist? And the answer is because I am very, what's the right word? Particular about the surface of the products that I carry. And what I mean by that is I immediately and like a maniac buff out any scratch that shows up on any of my products instantly. I can't stand to have any wear marks at all on my products. And so anytime I have any product that I'm carrying, if there's even the littlest scratch, I will immediately buff the scratch out. And if the scratch is so deep that I can't buff it out, I will replace it. Now, you can read into that what you will about that, but realistically, it's the kind of thing where there might be a better alternative for people like me who want something that's a little bit better at hiding scratches. So when I was at the tannery and I was talking with them about what I was looking for, they suggested American Bison. Now, for those of you who are trying to think about this in a context, American Bison is the very famous thing that is the enormous animal that is from the Great American Great Plains and obviously was hunted to near extinction not that long ago. But all of the bison that we're using comes from farms. Bison is raised for its meat, and there is quite a bit of things like bison steaks and bison steakhouses, and I haven't had a chance to have one yet, but I am curious and interested. So our bison is American bison. It's American shrunken bison, and the particulars of the hide make it very uniquely suited to what we're doing with it. So it can be a little difficult to tell exactly in photos, and if you want to see high close-up photos, you can definitely go check them out on the website at murdycreative.co/signature. And if you can see, though, it has a surface that looks almost, how do I describe it? It looks almost like a lake bed, a desert lake bed after it's been dried. And there's like little, almost kind of like plates that stick together with little valleys between them, very, very shallow valleys between them. And what's really nice about it is because of the way that this is tanned with its hard wax coating, it's pretty resilient to scratching to start with. But if there are scratches, they blend right in with the surface pretty well. So by solving that particular issue, it makes it a lot easier to have it be something you use every day. And in fact, I have been using this collection every day for months at this point. I really wanted to make sure that it worked properly before we launched it. So it has been something that's been in the works for a while, and I have loved and carried these pieces for quite some time, and they look just as new as the day I got them. So it's a great solution for that, and it is water resistant. We have been working and evolving our leather as time has gone on to be better at non-crocking. This is a non-crocking leather. So for those of you who've been watching the podcast in the past, we've obviously been working on solving the bleeding issues before we relaunched the briefcases and the other bag lines that go along with that. And so trying to find a leather that doesn't bleed on clothing or anything else that comes in contact with it is kind of a priority for me. This particular leather is very, very good at non-crocking. The solution that we had to kind of give up is the waterproof requirement. So waterproofing is a 15,000 Maser flex, which means they take and they make a cup out of the leather. They submerge the cup partially underwater, and they flex it 15,000 times. And it's designed to simulate a leather boot walking through a puddle. And this is what the military uses as mil-spec waterproofing for their leather goods. Now, for us, we realized as we were going on, and I wanted to keep the waterproof, categorization as best as possible, but we realized that it was a bit of a marketing tactic, but it wasn't particularly useful. And it'd be better for us to have leather that's water resistant than it is to have water that's truly waterproof if we can make that leather also non-crocking. And that's actually a big part of this particular evolution. And actually, most of our new leathers are going to, as we have been working through the sampling process, are going to reflect this kind of hard wax surface finish a little bit better. But that's where these particular leathers are really, I mean, they're really exciting. And we have them in a variety of options. First is obviously the pocket cut. I carry this around for all sorts of little notes, grocery lists, things I need to make sure I get done today. That's kind of a good thing for that. I have my mini cut here, which is what I use for notes when I'm working on the mill, or I've got kind of project ideas that I want to think about and carry with me. So that's another one. The stationary cut and the classic cut have both been at various times the choice that I've used either for my personal journal or sometimes, like for the stationary cut, I used it to diagram work ideas and things like that. And similarly, the leather folder, I actually fill mine with engineering computer paper, the green stuff, and I do my my notes on that. So that's kind of my broader work notebook, as it were. And then obviously I have my travel cut, which is where I keep all of the meeting notes and things like that, loose papers and things that come up during my day-to-day activities. And finally, I forgot, I have my my bifold leather wallet, which I carry with me, and I really do love the Bison and the bifold wallet. It really looks really nice. But beyond that, the selection is specific because the leather itself is it's a heavier weight, but less has a lighter temper. So when you talk about leather, there's obviously the weight of the leather itself, and that's how much it weighs if you were to weigh it. And then there's the temper, which is how stiff is it. Now, you could make a very lightweight leather that has a pretty stiff temper, depending on how you fill it with what you put in it. But this particular leather is thicker than our normal leather with a lighter, a softer temper. And what that means is that for things like the folder, it has a little bit of a slouch to it. Now, I don't mind it. I think it looks great, but I understand that for our other product lines, for our core product lines, having a little bit of a stiffer temper is nice. It also somewhat means that some of our products are, that's why, one of the reasons why this selection of products was chosen, because making it in everything, it may not look at and work as well in everything. And also these are what I actually used. So that was kind of the idea that if we're going to make a special Colin Murdy signature collection, we're going to make it with the things I actually use every day. It actually comes with the inserts that I use. So when we were going back and forth on, do we offer all the inserts? Do we offer some? How do we handle this? Some of the inserts in these products aren't available in the other ones, right? So we don't carry the engineering computational paper in our normal folders, although I think we might be changing that. But anyway, the inserts with each of these are the inserts I use. Now, obviously, they can be swapped out with another insert once you get it, or you can purchase a refill right off the bat and flip it out there. But for the most part, that's why they are the way they are. And it was done that way to make it simple for people when they're deciding. Obviously, the more choices you have, the more challenging it can be sometimes to make a choice. But that is where I'm really excited about this collection. And it's kind of nice. I was thinking about how the journal, it's my great uncle. Yes, my great uncle carried when he was a tail gunner in World War II. He had a log a little journal that he kept with him. And I mean, if you're up in the clouds in the back of I think he was in a Liberator B-29, or maybe it's a Fortress, a flying Fortress. I'll have to ask Dad about that. Anyway, he was a tail gunner in the airplane. When you're up that high, it's cold, it's loud, you're by yourself, you can't leave. So you're stuck in the tail of that airplane in what otherwise, under other circumstances, would be kind of a really cool environment. This is one of those things about flying is we don't have airplanes that most people can fly in today where they have really an unobstructed view. But for tail gunners, for ball turret gunners, things like that, you had a really big view, so you had a good field of fire. But he had a journal like that, and I was thinking about how this kind of reminds me of the way that the bomber jackets used to look in the World War II. Now, those were made of sheepskin, and unfortunately, sheepskin is too thin for our purposes for this, but it has that same kind of pebble grain feel, and it's kind of neat. And I just think that he would have gotten a kick out of these. But this collection is something that I've been working on for a while, and I love it, and it's great, and it is water resistant in a way where if you spill water on it and you wipe it up, it won't leave any spots, it won't leave any marks, and even if you were to set it out in the rain and it were to get caught in the rain, it would be fine. It is not quite for boots. I would not use it for boots. We aren't making it for boots, but it's really good for everything else, and it's a great collection. I love it. I use it all the time, and I strongly think that you guys will like it as well. This is a similar Bison to what we've been using in the other limited editions, the blues, the greens, the reds, the blacks, things like that. This collection, I specifically didn't launch this color for our limited editions because I knew that this was going to be something that we were going to keep. So this is not a special edition. This is not a limited edition. My intention is to have this be available in these specific items forever. I mean, you know what I mean. But they're not going to be limited in that regard. This is something we will carry. We may, in the future, add items to this collection. We may take items away from this collection, and we may do limited editions in specific one-off items with this leather, although that one's kind of a bit up in the air. But this is not limited in that same way. And we're hoping that this is going to be something that's people really like. You may notice when you go look at the engraving options that Copperplate Gothic Bold is your only engravable option for fonts. The reason why is simple. The surface doesn't engrave particularly well. And what I mean by that is the texture masks fine line engraving pretty severely. So if you were to put a courier plate, something or a courier type, one of the thin line types on this, you might have letters just disappear into the cracks. So we recommend, that's why the Copperplate Gothic Bold is the only font available option. It's designed to be bold and stand out against the surface. It's the same reason why we don't offer logo engraving on this particular one. We have customization available on a lot of our other products, but this particular product, because of the surface, because of the fine lines, hides and masks the custom logo detail too much. And it just doesn't look good. We've tested it. It doesn't look good. So there's method to our madness. If there are restrictions that you see on the product, it's because of a reason. We do test these, and we like to give people a lot of choices when possible. But I am very excited about this. I hope you guys are as well. I hope this is something that you guys will love and use every day, and it will serve you well for years to come. I am very confident that if you get it, you will be very impressed with it. So I'm hoping that you guys check it out. So you can go check it out at murdycreative.co/signature. But I want to hear from you guys. Are there products that you think we should add to this collection that didn't make it in that you think would be good fits? Are there specific concerns you have about this leather? Are there things you like about it that you don't like about it? I want to hear from you. So tell me more in the comments below. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to get notified when we launch new episodes. We do new episodes every Wednesday. I've been going back and forth on whether we're going to send out emails announcing the podcast or whether we're going to include it in the behind the scenes, and there's all that. So just make sure you get that notification bill so you get reminded when we launch new episodes, just in case we do drop that email. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Whoa, I got a whole bunch more of my outro here to go. If you want to contact us, reach out to us via the main page of our website at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. On the main page of the website at the very bottom, there's a contact form. You can reach out to us there. You can also send us an email directly at sales@murdycreative.co, sales@murdycreative.co. You can call us or text us at 414-434-9001. We're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time. That's 414-434-9001. Anna's going to be the one answering the phone. So if for whatever reason, usually Anna's the one answering the phone. If for whatever reason you don't get a hold of us, Anna might be at lunch. Maybe we're all at lunch. Maybe Anna's answering the phone with someone else. So please do leave us a voicemail. We will call you back. We're real people, so it's a whole thing. If you're going to leave us a good review, please go to murdycreative.co/review. We love hearing from you. I read most of the reviews out loud to the team as just a thank you, because it's great to hear from you guys when you love them. The murdycreative.co/review will take you right now to Google, and you can leave your review on Google. We switch where that link goes depending on what we're trying to do. Right now, we're trying to improve our search engine optimization on Google, and obviously good reviews boost us higher in the Google rankings when they're trying to, when people are searching for leather journals and things like that. So that's why it's going there at the moment. We used to have them go to Facebook, and we got a bunch there, so you can go read our reviews there. If you go to murdycreative.co/reviews, you can read all of the reviews. We aggregate them into that place. We have links to the various places and things like that, so you can go read them there. And we really appreciate it. If for whatever reason you'd leave us a bad review, please, before you leave us a bad review, give us an opportunity to make things right. It is deeply important to me personally that everyone has a good experience with the company, with the product, with our customer service. If for any reason whatsoever you are unhappy, before you leave us a bad review, give me an opportunity to make it right. We do free refunds. We are here to help. We want you to be happy. We want you to be able to buy and purchase this product with confidence. This is why you buy from Made in USA companies. This is why you buy from small businesses, because we care and we are here to help. So please, before you leave us a bad review, give us an opportunity to make things right. It really means a lot to me. If you're looking to get a custom engraved item, not on the signature collection, but on other things, check out the blue button, which has Add Custom Logo Engraving. to on the product pages themselves of the items. So you can go to the classic cut, you click add the blue logo below the buy add to cart button is add custom logo. That'll launch the customizer. You can upload images, you can add text, you can add a whole bunch of different things, customize it to your heart's content, and hit add to cart, and then you can check out from there. You can get just one if you want just one. There's no setup fees. It's just a simple flat $15 fee. Depending on how big the item is, it can go up a little bit. Depending on if it's the full page, it's a little bit more, so on and so forth. Please don't use copyright images unless you have permission. If you have permission, send us that permission. Obviously, we can do copyright images if you have permission, but we will be the ones to get sued if we make you something that's copyright protected. It's a whole problem. They won't sue you. They don't care about you. You don't have any money. They want us. They are going to go after the Murdy Creative Company for making that thing for you. So please don't use copyright images unless you have permission. If you're looking to get a whole bunch of items for a company or for your team or for your family or for graduation gifts, we have bulk discounts that are built directly into the cart. So all you need to do is mix and match to your heart's desire, add everything together, and it'll automatically apply the correct discount. If you'd like to know more about what those discounts are, you can feel free to send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co, sales@murdycreative.co. We'll be happy to talk you through them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.